This is question 16 of the definite integrals assignment. A yeast culture weighing 2 grams is removed from a refrigerator unit and is expected to grow at the rate of W prime of t equals 0.4 e to the 0.4 t grams per hour at a higher controlled temperature. How much will the weight of the culture increase during the first 8 hours of growth? How much will the weight of the culture increase from the end of the 8th hour to the end of the 16th hour? So if we were going to do the weight function, we would antiderive this. Then our constant Tc would be 2, and we could calculate at any hour what the weight is. But this asks us how much does the weight increase. So we're going to go to the calculator, and we could do this by hand, but we're not going to. So we're going to start a new problem, doc 412, and I'm going to make this w, and it's going to be a function of x instead of a function of t. And it's 0.4 e to the 0.4 t, 0.4, then e to the power of 0.4, x is the understudy for t. We're going to hit enter, and my window's not terrible, but I need to go out further so I can get to 16 hours and probably up a little bit. Menu for 1, so I'm going to go -1 to say 20 by 1s, and say -6 we'll keep, and we'll go to like 30. And we'll put tick marks, say, every 2. Okay, so we've got a pretty good window. To do this in the graph menu, 6, 7 for integral, and we're going to go from 0 to the first 8 hours, and that's our area right there. We're going to carefully grab that with the hand, and it says type an integer or decimal rounded to 3 decimal places as needed, so 23.533 to 23.533. Check that answer, good job. And I'm going to go back and do that in the calculator page as well. Control plus page, 1 for calculator page, shift plus 0, tab 8, tab, fairly complicated function, w of x, which we've already defined. So I'm not going to completely redo that, and we get the same thing. Then it says continue, which is kind of irritating. The weight increase from the 8th to the 16th hour is approximately. Okay, so I'm going to go back to the graph page, and I'm going to get rid of this. So I made that go away. I'm going to leave that dot. Menu 6, 7. Now we're going from 8 hours to 16 hours. So that looks like, 8 to 16. So that's a pretty big number, and we didn't really get our window height right. But it's 577.313. 577.313, check answer, nice work, and let's go do that in the calculator page. And since I'm doing exactly the same thing, just from different limits, 8, tab 16, 577.313. And if I wanted to know exactly what the weight was at any of these times, so after 8 hours, I would have to add 2 grams, because that's what we started at t equals 0. Menu trace, graph trace, 0. Well, we were at 2 grams, but the rate is this. So we'd have to add 2 grams there and 2 grams there to find out what the actual weight was. Now we did get the right answer in both cases, using both the graph and the calculator page. So that concludes this video and this set.